Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Liquidity Structure Trader. I'll be your host and your tutor for today. So, we'll be looking at BTC, the intent. I'll be looking at intent on BTC today. As for next week, and see if we probably are the setup to trade or not. Without any fluffy, let's jump to this chart and get started. So here the weekly structure tells us that BTC is bearish. BTC is bearish. However, there might be a change depending on circumstance. So you don't get married to one bias. So however, let's analyze what we can see. Here is our weekly swing high, and here is swing low that was broken, our valid break of structure, and our next draw on liquidity is here if we end up going bearish. So now to the daily time frame. What can we see on the daily time frame? So in the daily time frame, we had a break of structure, a valid break of structure. Yes, we have a valid break of structure here, and this is the swing high responsible for this break of structure. Therefore, our daily drawn liquidity sits below here. So, however, on the daily time frame, we've seen a little bit of reaction, price rejecting this high, this order block, and let's see what happens. So here is our daily order block. Is our daily order block, and we also have another order block here, which insinuates the fact that this if this order block could not hold price, we can do well to tap into the order block above, and we move, and price decides to start going bearish again. So now we are still on this order block, and first thing we need to do is move scale down and look at what reaction are we having in the market. So now we are going on the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, what do we see here? What do we see here? Can see a sweep. Can see a sweep, and we can see a break of structure to confirm the fact that price is ready to move. However, this break would have been the best. So this would be our draw on liquidity for this on the 4-hour time frame. This is for the daily. This is our draw on liquidity on the 4-hour time frame. However, comment now, we've had a change of character here, and this is our 4-hour high. Now what do we do? Here is an order block. Here is another block, and also here this is also another block. However, we'll be using this order block since the market has tapped into that, and we'll be looking to take our entries. begin to take our entries. And this 4 hour order block, I've also been marking this as my order block as long as price hasn't broke through it. We only swept that high. So now this is the 1 hour time frame. So initially this is a reversal after we've confirmed our chalk. So I was taking my entry here. I took my entry here. I was taking my entry here last week Friday. I took my entry here before the market closed. My entry there, and this high was my stop loss. Definitely I still got the trade running. So after reacting from the daily order block and reacting from my 4 hour order block, I took my entry from the 4 hour order block here and set my stop loss here. Initially my stop loss was here, but I had some buffers to it, so I got my stop loss here, and I am targeting the 4 hour draw on liquidity, which is here. So this is a 1 to 5 RR. This is 1 to 5 RR. I'm having currently on BTC USD, of which I have a position running on that. So let's see how, if you can see this, you can do well to look for entries and take, probably wait for a break of structure here, and you find your entry model to take it. Yeah. This will be all for now on BTC USD. Thank you for your time.